I like farted in a very intimate moment, and
During
I got
oral sex.
so embarrassed I started crying in the moment because I went, "You're gonna talk about this on stage, aren't you?"
No,
and he totally did, and then
murdered.
Hey, something's burning, something's burning, something's burning.
She said, "You know you have a kissing scene tomorrow," and I was like, "What?" She goes, "Yeah, you have a kissing scene." I was like, "No, I don't." And she goes, "Yeah," and I was like, "Wait, with who?" She was like,
with who? With who?
Who do you think you're kissing? I have to
Hamill.
kiss Stephanie. She's married too. And I was like, "Wait, I'm gonna cheat on you?" And you're like, "It's not cheating, it's acting." And I was like, "What?" But okay. And then I was so fucking nervous because I haven't kissed anyone in like 20 fucking years.
That's what you said.
And so
He was a wreck.
It was very endearing though, because you were totally honest. You were like, I have never, and this is weird, and is this weird? I was like,
Yeah.
I'm an actor. It's not weird at all.
yeah, it was really weird for me.
Weird.
It was so weird. It was so weird. And there's so many things that like I share on Two Bears that like people do not share. Like the worst one. I mean, the worst one was Andrew gets in the fucking van after we do pickups. After like so there's one scene. I guess it's movies. Hopefully you've seen the movie. There's a scene where Mark and I are getting kidnapped, and I have to give her a goodbye kiss. And they're like, it needs to be like heartfelt, but just like I may never see you again.
Right.
And so I go, okay. So I'm not, like looking at Stephanie like, what am I doing? Like, what kind of kiss is this supposed to be? And she's like, just like you're saying goodbye to LeeAnn. And I went, okay, I know that one. So I do it a couple times, and I'm like, okay. I mean, but I am like my heart's racing because I'm kissing a new person. Her lips are different than your lips. They're really soft. You have scissor lips. No, I'm kidding.
Jesus Christ.
Scissor lips.
But the best part is we get in the car. Do you remember this? We get in the car. So we do the scene, and then they're like, hey, we got to pick up Mark's whatchamacallit. And I was like, okay, I'm in a different outfit than the scene we shot, and we're just picking it up, and we're running the scene.
I remember this now.
Andrew gets in the car, and he's laughing hysterically. I go, what's so fucking funny? He goes, Bert, you kissed Stephanie off camera. I said, what? And he goes, you kissed Stephanie off camera.
Camera
we
wasn't
were
even on
doing,
us.
yeah, the camera wasn't on us. We were doing the scene, and I kissed her, and Stephanie was like, what? And I was like, it's part of the scene. And
I was like, what's his
Acting.
process?
Acting.
I was like, it's part of his process.
Acting.
He's the star. I'm here for it.
What a team player you
Yeah,
are.
I am. I'm a giver.
And then we had one more scene where obviously, and hopefully, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen the movie and you want to see it in theaters, skip over. But I come home.
Yeah.
And it's got to be a knock you off your feet kiss.
Yeah.
And Stephanie tells me, she goes, go for it. I said, what? She goes like, try to knock me off my feet. And I was like, okay. And so
Challenge!
so I'm super fucking nervous. I'm in this weird outfit. And so I go to,
Oh yeah, were you wearing like a fanny pack or some shit?
I put
Like
a fanny pack
parachute
on. I had to put a
pants?
fanny pack on.
Yeah,
I was wearing
it was hot.
very light sweatpants. And I give her the first kiss, and then I pull Peter aside. I go, we're gonna need to do a costume change. He goes, what? And I go, I need to put some underwear on. I go, stuff's happening. He goes, what? He goes, I go, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. Like,
I'm spitting.
because
Oh, for fuck's sake,
And-
Bert.
Jesus, Bert Kreischer.
and Peter Intenzio's like,
I'm so sorry.
He's alive. Here's
Yeah.
the good news.
very much
Yeah.
so.
He's
yes.
alive.
Very much so.
I have to tell you, when I was prepping to be you,
Yeah.
I spent so much of my time thinking about what is it like to be married to a man who goes on stage and his family is his material, and his family, the truthful stories about his life and the people in his life. Like, how would that, I don't know, what effect would that have on a marriage? What effect would that have on a,
it's crazy.
And what did you conclude?
You know what's funny is
Because you got a little bit of it. Like once you're involved with me, there's no, like, all of a sudden there's no secrets.
That is true. Yes, you are very. What you see is what you get. You are very you constantly.
I live very out loud, and I don't behave with shame, and I won't carry shame.
Oh,
so
I
like
love that.
I go. If we did something, I hope you're cool with the world knowing it.
That's cool, because then there's a certain level of authenticity you're living with completely, because that's not true of everybody, I can say.
It's those people that get
living in
caught.
authenticity?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just in general, I feel like it's pretty hard to just sort of be like, Here's who I am. I make no apologies, and these are my thoughts on things, you know?
The thing about his public display of our family is I feel like it normalizes everybody, you know?
Yes.
If he's talking about having sex with me and how, he has this one joke based on a true story
I should probably not pound what she tells
where
us, right?
I farted in a very intimate moment, and
During
I got
oral sex.
so
Hold on.
embarrassed I started crying in the moment because I went, "You're gonna talk about this on stage, aren't you?"
No,
and he totally did,
And it murdered.
and I was like, you know what the point of that is? That's happened to almost everybody.
Which is why people are laughing.
Exactly.
Like 80% of them are laughing because they recognize some truth in it. From their
exactly.
lives.
And then you go,
Yeah.
if you can make somebody who is so mortified feel better about that one moment or something similar, then isn't that what comedy's supposed to do? And why would I stop that?
That's what art is supposed to do.
Yeah,
I'll
100%.
take it past comedy
You're right.
straight to isn't that the whole point? What you did for this woman for Mother's Day,
Right? You wrote,
I
this is my
know.
favorite thing you've ever done on the internet.
literally ever done ever. It's literally the most beautiful. I started sobbing the minute you started. I was like, whoa.
It was an intense moment.
Were you missing her real bad?
Really bad. You know what happened? I've been totally fine since she left. Really?
Really?
Like, she's launched. She's happy. She's found her people. She's passing her classes. She's got a social group. She's doing everything you're supposed to do. I'm so proud. I'm so happy. And then Mother's Day started rolling around, and I started going, oh, hold on. She's the reason I have Mother's Day. And she's been at every single Mother's Day, and I would get teary-eyed.
Ooh, she's
And
been
you know,
at
I'm
every
not-
single Mother's Day is the
she's-
thing that you just got me.
And I went, this is the first Mother's Day. Okay, this is bad. And here's the other part of it. Georgia took Mother's Day so seriously every
Oh
year.
my God.
Oh, did
She would get up, she would make a tray for me, and she would make me breakfast, and I would come in like, fuck, I gotta get up. Here's some berries. Happy Mother's Day, Mom. And lay in the bed and go back
give
to
her a
sleep.
bowl of fucking berries.
Berries. Every
And
year there's a bowl of berries.
Georgia at fucking 5 is up on her little stool.
'Cause he's
Daddy,
never
help me
home.
make her eggs. Or I wasn't home for a
A
lot
lot of them, he's not
Georgia
home.
was like,
She did it.
Yeah, of course.
So I was like, this is the first year I'm going to be like, here's your bowl of berries, good night, And I was like, it sucks for me. I don't like that.
Yeah.
So I kept saying to Isla, hey, you got to step up your game. Like, I can't just
Good
have
for you for setting
I
the
need a bowl of
expectation.
berries. And I've never been one that's like, Mother's Day, you better bring it. Georgia just brought it anyway. So I didn't realize that it mattered until I wasn't going to get it. And so I was really genuinely
You were
struggling.
feeling the loss of her for the first
time. It was really hard. What's so great is I started talking about it to my friends, and I work out with my friend Sandy 3 days a week. And on Friday, that same day, we were all talking about, what are you doing for Mother's Day? What's the trainer doing? What's Sandy doing? And I said, I'm not really sure. And I started getting really teary on the treadmill going, I just miss Georgia. I'm really sad. Sandy knew she was coming. So Sandy just kept pedaling on her recumbent bike, staring out like,
Keeping her mouth shut.
And so I had just really expressed how I felt that morning. And then when she walked in the door, my brain went, is that an imposter? Oh my God, it's Georgia. It took me a minute to really figure out what was happening. It was really sweet. And you know what Georgia did? Is she came home and she was my shadow the whole weekend. Like, she came home to be with me, not to go say, my friend Sophia's home from college, I'm going to go
Right, I'm going
back.
to go hang out.
No. She stayed with me. What do you want to do? Want to go to the movies? Want to watch some on TV? Let's watch a movie. And she sat with me right next to me on the couch.
This is all I could ever want.
It was crazy.
One night.
So yeah, Mother's Day was pretty special. And then here's the kicker that no one even knows about. This might make me cry right now. I know, right?
Keep drinking.
I am sleep divorced from my husband. In that he snores so badly I cannot sleep.
Oh.
So I sleep in another room.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
we have a house guest right now. So I sleep in George's bed when we have a house guest. Should I not say this?
No, this is perfect.
Oh, okay.
This is, I'm turning this off. This is the child she raised, not me. She
Well,
raised.
it's a little bit of both.
What?
Go ahead and tell her.
So I go upstairs to get in bed, in Georgia's bed Tuesday night, and there's a handwritten note there, right, from Georgia. And it says something like this. Hi, Mom. I know you're sleeping in my bed. And I just want you to know it makes me feel so loved that you sleep in my bed while I'm at college. Coming home and seeing you cry when I walked in the door is now a core memory.
Oh, come on. Oh,
And
come on.
it's one of the most important moments of my life. I wanted you to know that I always say to her, from the time she was born, I always say, she gave me my heart and Isla gave me myself. Because Isla's so much like me. I learned to love myself by watching Isla.
Stop it.
But Georgia gave me my heart. I've said that to Georgia her whole life.
Right.
So the end of the letter says, I know I gave you your heart, but you showed me how to use mine. I love you so much, Georgia. And I was like, fucking A, kill me 5,000 times.
Who is
Do you want to hear the part that's going to really make you cry?
What?
I paid for the ticket and I didn't get a letter. I get a fucking letter. I get a fucking nod or an email or a text. Not even an emoji of like, thumbs up, Dad.